Loneliness is common in international students, yet cannot be ignored, and our group will provide some method to help international students to cope with study abroad loneliness. Before discussing the topic, we want to define the study abroad loneliness. Literally, it means the difficulty of feel belongingness and the tendency to exaggerate the otherness. The reasons of loneliness are quite evident because we are experiencing so much changes and losses. Just like this video, under the change of language and the absence of family's company, Spring Festival will make you feel extremely lonely when you can only talk to your family through video phone. Study abroad loneliness also accompanies with some behavioral symptoms. Some people seem shopping online, eating, talking to themselves as diversion of negative emotions. In the following presentation, our group will illustrate two ways to fight against loneliness.
As for internal change, the first way is to tell yourself I can do it. As their first year progress, students from diminishing opportunity to integrate into the student community, while they felt an increasing desire and confidence to break out of co-cultural groupings. That means students start to have confidence after chance losing away. However, it is better to tell yourself I can do it earlier. The first step is to get rid of negative attitudes. Take myself as an example. At first, I was nervous about talking to native speakers. The nervousness came from my diffidence and deepened my diffidence. However, after I overcome my fear, I found my peers value my ideas. Since that, I know my negative thoughts set the obstacles for myself, and these things also blocks you from making progress. Another approach is to find successful examples. A good example makes you believe that things do happen. As Eldon Tender mentioned, it is always impressive to read the stories of what can be accomplished through the power of good example. No matter when you think you are lacking of courage, find an example, take the power, and go ahead. The second method is to step out of the comfort zone. Firstly, the comfort zone is not comfort. Comfort zone gives you a sense of safety, actually solitude, and dispels all the beautiful things from you in a new environment. But life is constantly changing, and if you are not changing, you have no other way but to go down in life. As a result, your life will either remain constantly normal or it will get harder. Secondly, you have to find a balance between the comfort zone and adventure. A balanced lifestyle doesn't make you feel torn apart between two cultures. Actually, you will feel less lonely when you are embraced by two cultures. It is a balanced way to take part in local activities while eat or play with peers from your own country.
For external actions, I think there are three methods to cope the loneliness. The first one is trying to get involved in local students' life. It's the most basic idea. Involving in local students' life will help you know different people and different culture. Joining in some clubs and taking part in social activities are good ways to get involved. As we know, the specific symptom of loneliness is having difficulty to communicate with other people. According to Dr. Cartwright, a clinical psychologist from Edinburgh, her recommendation to students is to really try and find a group of people that they can obtain support from, whether it's through a church group or a sport activity or just the interest group, so that they can try to connect with other like-minded individuals. If you find that you are unsatisfied with living in local lifestyle, not escape from reality, it's possible that you still cannot fit in the local culture after so much effort you have paid. However, instead of simply denying your pleasure and do nothing, you can change your environment, popular topic in particular. For example, most of American roommates like football, but you don't. They sit together and talk about football, you can hardly be a member of them. If you don't do anything, you may be isolated and be still a lonely person. So the best way is to introduce what you are interested in to your American roommates. Lots of them are willing to know something new. Maybe you can have another common topic which makes your life much easier than you are forced to only chat with your roommate about something you are not interested in. The third method is much detailed one but also useful, asking others for help. The help from others is really effective to cope the loneliness. Some students are too shy to ask for help or so independent that they don't want others' help. However, if they don't ask for help, no one will notice your problems and the loneliness could be severe. Asking resident advisor for daily life help, asking your teaching assistant for academic help. Taking advantage of campus resources and ask for psychological help. For me, their help stimulates me to deal with my loneliness when I arrived at LSU. In summary, I hope you guys can actually learn something from our presentation, whether on how to change your mental status or on how to act actively to relieve your loneliness. Thank you for all the previous researchers and all the international students who are willing to share their feelings on the internet. Thank you for your attention. Hope you enjoy our presentation.